Alright, Shalom. First, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Bakar Kadash Barakatah, and double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to the let I come out there pushing the word of truth and sincerity. In this video, gonna be about an article that I seen on rtnews.com. Stating that Russia is creating a laser weapon to incarcerate space junk. To incinerate space junk, so like it, meaning to evaporate it. But for real, what the scriptures say, we not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know that he created that because the Lord is coming back, making his second coming with the chariots, and he gonna try to fight against him. But I'm gonna read this article and get into some scriptures. And I'm gonna show a video at the end, Lord willing. But the title is Russian Space Agency plans to incinerate space junk with powerful laser beam. So like my computer acting a little slow. It said Russian Space Agency Roscosmos has unveiled its plan to shoot down space debris from a junk-littered low Earth orbit with a 3-meter laser cannon. If the tests are a success, the method will ensure safe space exploration. The technology is being developed by scientists at the Russian Research and Production Corporation Precision Systems, which is a subdivision of Roscosmos. In its report to the Russian Academy of Sciences, the company asks to support its research and development, as well as in experimental work to create a solid-state laser that will be able to shoot down space junk by vaporizing it with a beam. So they got a beam. They got a beam now, man. But let me tell you something. The Lord's laser beam is way stronger than yours. They got the spirit from the Heavenly Father himself. Yahweh is a consuming fire. That's where that fire come from. And that fire is the hottest fire ever. You know what I mean? These laser beams is way stronger than yours. I'm gonna read on because the scripture said the powerful laser cannon will be based on a 3-meter optical telescope, construction of which is already underway. The telescope, designed to monitor space for satellites and potentially dangerous space junk, will be transformed into an equally giant laser if the project is greenlighted. A type of solid-based generator will supply power to the laser. Report seen by RIA Novosti says the space trash destroyer will use the process known as laser ablation to remove the debris from spaceships or any other junk, like a cosmonaut's lost glove floating in Earth orbit, which is between 160 to 2,000 kilometers, 100 to 1,240 miles above the Earth's surface. The laser heats an object that is pierced with a beam until the gadget evaporates. But look, let me tell you something. You can't do that to the Lord. The Lord put the spirit on you to create that, and the scripture, and we know our enemy, man. The Lord know you, man. He know why you really created this. He know you created to come against him, But the Lord put it on you because he liked the fight. But it's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna win. Let me get some scripture. Bear with me. It said, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse I'm gonna start at 8. It said, and then that wicked be revealed, and then should that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord should consume with the spirit of his mouth, and should destroy with the brightness of his coming, even and him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivable unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of truth, that they might be saved. Who was that? That's Esau. And the scriptures prophesy how y'all gonna try to fight against him. He gonna consume y'all, with the brightness of his coming. He gonna send out them laser beams, man. He gonna consume your whole kingdom, America, with 200 million nuclear missiles, and then after that, he going to the Middle East where that war is taking place. Y'all gonna try to fight against him when y'all see you, and he gonna consume y'all. And it's prophesied. I'm gonna get some scriptures. Bear with me. Let me get the Revelation to 12 chapter. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse. Let me start at 6. It said, and the woman fled into the wilderness, which she have a place prepared of Yahweh, that they should feed her 1,203 square days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. The Michael is the Michael, the archangel, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And the dragon is Esau, and his angels is his military helicopters and stuff, jets. They said, prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, because the Lord burnt y'all up. He burnt y'all up with the nuclear missiles. And Ezra seen it. Ezra seen it, man. I'm gonna get that in Ezra. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen unto him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they buried that heard it, like all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth fell when it filleth the fire. That voice is the beams. He said he's gonna rebuke you out. It's the beams that he sent out. And that man that came out of the sea is Yahweh Shah, Yahweh's son, the Heavenly Father's son. And I'm gonna continue on. It said, but I beheld, and lo, he have engraved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. That's the chariot, which y'all call a UFO. Unidentified flying object, but we know it as a chariot of the Most High, because it's in the scriptures, in Ezekiel and Revelations, all over the place. It said, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of a number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had engraved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. But I had seen a region or place where the hill was graven, I could not, because he coming back on a big chariot, man. And y'all always capture, not his, I won't say it's his, but y'all always capture big chariots, hovering over earth that can't be seen on the radar. How y'all gonna fuck with that? It said, but I had seen a region or a place where the hill was graven, I could not. After this I beheld, lo, all they which were gathered together was to subdue him, were sore afraid and get this fight, because the Lord hardened whom he hardened. Just like he did Pharaoh, he put the spirit of Pharaoh, so he hardened Pharaoh's heart, to fight against him, so he could show his work. He said, "This day have I raised you up," He said, "This day have I raised you up, so I can declare unto you my works." So he can show his works, and the Lord can do that. I mean, he put him down and set it up another. Same thing he did with Esau. He gonna make them fight. It said, after this I beheld, lo, all they which were gathered together to the doom were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor a sword nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth there had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, and the flaming breath, and the great tempest that fell with violence upon the multitude which prepared to fight, and burnt them up everyone, so that upon the sudden of a innumerable multitude, nothing was to be received but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was so afraid. So as you seen this, and he seen how the Lord burnt y'all up. So y'all not gonna win, man. We not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Definitely not the Lord. He know why y'all created. The spirit of you how to create it. So does he love a good fight? Because the Lord is a man of war, whether y'all believe it or not. I'm gonna read Ezekiel, and I'm gonna show this video. Therefore, Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 1. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy. I'm gonna start at 7. Ezekiel chapter 39, verse 7. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen should know that I am the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, it is come, it is done, saith the Lord. This is the day whereof I have spoken. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both shields and bucklers and the bows and the arrows and the handstaves and the spears, and they shall burn it with fire 7 years. Because when we rule it, after the Lord burn y'all up and he take over, it ain't gonna be no need for that. It says, beat your swords and your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning and the spears. And it's also a scripture where it says, beat your pruning hooks into your swords into pruning hooks, your spears into plowshares. Roughly paraphrase. But so that I'm continuing on. They said, so that they should take no wool out of the field, neither cut down any of the forest, for they should burn the weapons with fire, and they should spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, said the Lord. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of passengers on the eastern sea, and stop the noses of the passengers, and they should bury Gog and all his multitude, and they should call it the valley of Hamagog, because the Lord gonna burn y'all up over there. I mean, the Lord, it's gonna be so many bodies from y'all, the Lord burning y'all up, you know. So that's gonna be y'all work, you heathens work in the kingdom, pursuing Isaiah, because we're gonna take y'all captive. And it says 7 months should the house of Israel be burying. 7 months should the house of Israel be burying of them, and they should make cleanse the land. We're not gonna be burying all of them. We're gonna be monitoring y'all, making y'all burying them. You know, we're gonna be responsible for that. They say all the people of the land should bury them, and they should be to them a renowned day that it should be glorified, said the Lord. And they should sever out men of continual employment passing through the land to bury with passengers, though they remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it after the end of 7 months should they serve. You know? And the passengers that through the land, when they any see as a man's bones, then she set a sign by it to the burials have buried in the valley of Hamagog. And also the name of the city should be Hamanoid. Thus should they cleanse the land, man. After the Lord burn y'all up, and that's how many bodies gonna be over there. Y'all gonna be burying bodies, man. You know, show y'all not gonna live, man. Period. You know, but I'm gonna show this video. You know, and let me end it off with this. Real with me, because Esau already preparing for this, man. He already know.
Suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, the United Nations. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
You heard them. You know? So they getting prepared for that. They already know about that, man. So that's why they making these lasers, man. You know, and it's prophesied in the scriptures. But with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Karkatas Rakatah, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and citation to the Akamah out there preaching the word in super sincerity. Shalom.
Suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, the United Nations. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.